Total Drama has a lot of great characters. Sure, it is a spoof of other reality TV shows and the characters are based on typical teen stereotypes, but it didn't matter. We enjoy them doing crazy things, interacting with each other, and most of the time, trying to win the motherfucking money. However, there are those characters that, well, kinda get on your nerves, or have an annoying voice and personality, or really have no purpose being on Total Drama, but yet fans still like them for some reason. I'm talking about the characters that I seriously cannot stand. The ones that when I watch them, I wish I would yell at, slap, or punch the shit out of them. I mean, if you've seen all the other worst Total Drama characters list or videos on YouTube and somehow your favorite character made that list, I wanna die. I'm TotalDramaRicky and here are my top 10 worst Total Drama characters of all time.
Hold up.
And I just want to clarify that these are my opinions. So if you like these characters or if you don't agree with my opinions, that's perfectly fine. I would love to know your opinions in the comments below. Ezekiel. The reason he's on this list is that he seriously irritates me. This homeschool boy did not make a good impression in the first episode of Island and was soon voted off. Despite almost breaking his bones from the diving challenge, he really needs to be careful of who he talks about or else his bones will definitely be broken.
Well, I just don't get why we lost, eh? They're the ones that have 6 girls.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, homeschool. Enlighten us.
Well, guys are much stronger and better at sports than girls are. My dad told me to look out for the girls here, eh? And help them in case they can't keep up.
Finish him.
Then he goes on through a white rapper style personality crisis that makes Eminem look like a rap god and finally got another chance in World Tour, only for him to be eliminated first again, but somehow survives in the plane and does not go away. And then he turns into Feral Zeke, ain't that nice? And like I said before, he ruined Heather's celebration in the finale. God damn it, Feral Zeke. But I put him low because I just felt bad for him. I mean, he could have just given up. Move on, go back to his mom who's probably still in the hospital. But he chose his path and he ain't gonna recover. Well, at least he had a celebration in All Stars, so he has a happy ending, I guess. Eva. I never liked Eva to begin with. I mean, her tough personality sorta stands out, but the third episode of Island ruined her for me. Instead of being a strong competitor that she was going to be, Eva goes ballistic because she couldn't find her MP3 player. But then when Heather finds her player, she goes soft.
You don't mean this, do you? I was wondering who it belonged to. I found it by the campfire pit. You must have dropped it. Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Sure thing.
So, sorry about that little misunderstanding. Guess no one stole it after all.
Bruh.
But even after she was voted off, she came back in the No Pain No Gain episode just to harass Bridget and call her a traitor. Would it have been appropriate to blame your other former teammates as well instead of one? Why do it to Bridget? Just look at her face. Glad she's not coming back for another season. However, I also put her low on the list because she did have some redeeming factors in later seasons. That phone call from an Eva fan in the Action Aftermath episode still cracks me up. Leonard. This won't be the first time that a package of Vomit characters on this list, but Leonard. Wow, he needs a life counselor. I'm not into the MMORPG kind of stuff, you know, Dungeons and Dragons, Warcraft and all that tits, but I've met a couple people, normal people to be more specific, who are fans of this stuff. But there is a difference between a fantasy world and reality. And Leonard, you're not gonna be the next Gandalf. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having an imagination, but this motherfucker thinking he lives in Skyrim.
Pig us, levitate us, this instant us. Piggy, float over the wall. Win this challenge for us and all.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Dude, seriously, get a girlfriend and take it easy. Sure, you can wear it at a convention, but not all the goddamn time. I was gonna put your partner Tammy on this spot too, but she had an ocarina, barely had any lines in her Douglas race, so she dodges a bullet there. Almost. Katie and Sadie. Yeah, I'm counting these two twin best friends or whatever the fuck they are in this spot. Shut up, they won't be the only ones. When Katie and Sadie get together and start I just want to cover my ears up with sharp knives. I would rather hear my own red Kool-Aid coming out of my ears than listening to any more coming from these two. But oh my god, they could not stop arguing like little kids in the episode The Sucky Outdoors at Total Drama Island.
You drove my mom's car into a snack shack. It was totally in my blind spot. Whatever. If it wasn't for me, you'd be riding the bus to the mall. Well, if it weren't for me, you would be able to find your way to the mall. Oh, I know my way to the mall.
Shut the fuck up! Do you know what shut the fuck up mean?
And what didn't make any sense is that Katie gets voted off, leaving Sadie in an emotional breakdown, but this girl had no purpose of continuing in the competition. Sadie is sort of in the background in later episodes, usually having little to no lines. Then she soon finally gets voted off and then reunites with Katie.
Shut the fuck up!
Taylor and Kelly. So remember that whole thing with the spoiled rich girl who keeps spending money from her mother on Dr. Phil? Taylor and Kelly are sort of the tame version of that family, but I still hate them. Taylor is obviously the rich spoiled girl that can get whatever she demands, yet her mother does not even lift a goddamn finger to discipline her daughter and lets her run all over her. I seriously hate these kind of people. The obvious spoiled girl who doesn't get what she wants and whines and blames her mother for things that clearly is her fault. Shit, put these two on Dr. Phil. But I'm not kidding when I say I hate Taylor so much, but oh no, Kelly is not immune from this. Later in the Redonkulous race, Kelly finally lashes out at her daughter and reveals something that is bizarrely not surprising.
You need to step your game up, Mother. For serious.
We're a team, Taylor.
I know you aren't used to winning, like me, but maybe you need to follow my example more, because...
You've never won anything in your life, Taylor. Never! Not one race, not one medal, nothing!
Wait, what?
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Wow, Mother of the Year, boys and girls, for keeping the truth from her daughter until now. I'm sorry, these two are the worst kind of people to interact with. I don't give a shit about the happy ending, I still hate them, I'm moving on. Amy. Yeah, another pack of two shit character, and what a bitch.
Okay, since when does anyone take Sammy's side? She's just a wannabe me, a spare Amy. Her name should be Spare Me. I am gonna change her birth certificate as soon as we get home.
What? Amy is an evil sister who takes every opportunity to bully, pester, and manipulate her twin sister to get what she wants. Although Sammy does stand up for herself, Amy acts like a victim and cries about being harassed by her sister so their teammates believe that she is the bad sister. Oh, you are fucking idiots! Amy is an inexcusable, worthless little shit. Sammy does get her vengeance by tricking that bitch into eliminating her instead and pretend to be her. That doesn't last long as Amy comes back and goes after Sammy. But hell, if I have to see her get blasted out of the cannon twice, I don't have a problem with that. Blanley, Mildred, fat slutty celebrity. I already said before that she is absolutely irritating and a greedy bitch. Obviously she loves herself and the massive publicity of being a host of many TV shows and a competitor in World Tour. Why? And how can you find someone like her who is so obnoxious, annoying, and disgusting to be attractive? She is not blainerific, she's just bleh. Thank you. Now.
Sorry, Cam. A bear chased me away. But it's okay. I think I shook him.
Hold up.
But with the weird moon, wouldn't a bear be all sweet and cuddly?
I said this many times before, and yet people still ask me what I think of Mal. Mal is a fucking pointless personality of Mike. Okay, look, the idea of Mike having a dissociative identity disorder was unique and could be implemented well in Revenge of the Island. I mean, I guess it worked, but it was not written well. But the people behind All-Stars made the idea worse by introducing the fifth and somehow original personality, Mal. My god, this is someone's fanfiction with a budget. But if that was the case, Mal is the worst villain in the series. He breaks stuff. So what? He manipulates people. Seen it. He looks threatening. It makes me want to laugh. Even though Mal is trying so hard to be better than every other villain, it doesn't work because he is just a rehash of all the villains we've seen before. Also, this is a reality show, not a psychological thriller. Despite the finale being awful, at least have some excitement in it, like Mike and Mal having a showdown and beat the hell out of each other. Maybe have something good to remember about the finale and Mike and Zoe's kiss. But no, let's use a button. A fucking button stops Mal. A button that stops all of his multiple personalities. I'm done with this. Next number. Stacey. Do I really need to explain this?
Yeah, my great-great-great-uncle James invented log cabins. Before him, people had to sleep in the trees, and they kept falling out all the time. And my great-great-great-great-great-aunt Phyllis invented roofs, and before her, houses were just walls and furniture. And every time it rained, you had to get a new...
Shut the fuck up!
Dave. Okay, I would love to get angry and scream my ass off at how much I hate this asshole with a passion, but some of my videos have been demonetized, so I'll need to limit myself with this. I can't guarantee it, but I'll try. So without further ado, Dave. I fucking cannot stand him. He is the worst kind of person I've ever seen, fictional or not. He whines like a crybaby. He takes things too seriously. He somehow thinks he has a chance to bang Sky, but fails and gets dumped on. And he responds by howling at the moon like a wolf. What was the point of that? You didn't get the girl. Move on. There was someone else who liked you, you dick. And you turned her down. You told everyone to vote you off because you didn't get the pussy. You later came back in the finale to help Sky, and it's somehow a sign that you're finally going to smash. But then it all falls apart when Sky had a boyfriend this whole time. And how do you respond? By becoming a complete, outright, unforgivable, bald douchebag. Did your parents drop you when you were a little baby? Is that why you're like this? And now somehow you lost your sanity? I mean, I lose my sanity every time I see you on my TV screen. And you thought you were finally gonna get Sky. You don't deserve anything. Seriously, guys. For anyone out there, why would you think this is a more tolerable pairing than Mike and Zoe? They have a way more passionate relationship than these two. Mike and Zoe's love is more real than these two. As a matter of fact, why in the living fuck do you believe that these characters are the same? Just because they both almost have the same designs? Dave, I fucking hate you. I hate Dave so much, and I hope he never comes back for another season. He is definitely the worst total drama character of all time.